Hey guys, how's it going? It's the growing libertarian back here again, and I want to talk about something. I've kind of brought it up, I think, before. I don't remember 100%, but I want to talk about the kind of conflicting feeling I've been having lately because I am a growing libertarian. The government has too much involvement, too much uh, rules and regulations, and too many bridges that they've been putting up. And I'm going to be talking about that throughout these episodes. But the first one I want to talk about is a little bit of frustration I've been having with the Wing government. Because as a growing libertarian, I felt conflicted because I do need help right now from the government. But um, I couldn't get that help. So it felt kind of conflicty to me to be like, I need help. But yet here I am saying that they're too involved and they have too much, they create dependence on the system, and then it drains our pocketbooks in the long run. But anyways, and the reason I want to talk about it is like, look, here's what happened. Okay, I currently just moved into a one bedroom unit, which I use as an office and obviously as my home. Um, but where I live, it's like a community living kind of thing where PSWs come in and they help me out because I am disabled. And the thing is, like, right before Christmas, I was offered a one bedroom unit after sharing a communal apartment with three other people. And I how do I put it? Um, like they wanted an answer right away, and I've been having issues with my roommates, which I will not get into. But so I jumped at the apartment right away. Not to get preachy, but I feel like God finally answered a prayer for me, or the universal gold, good energy in the world answered a prayer for me. Because I was tired of roommates and I wanted a chance to do my work and do this type of stuff and just grow as a person, spiritually, physically, mentally. Anyways, so I was ready for the apartment in terms of like emotionally, but they wanted an answer right away. The place where I live, and so I wrote a letter to the government saying like, look, I know you guys don't usually give your startups anymore unless there's special circumstances, but everything I was sharing in this apartment is communal, in terms of the pots, the pans, the strainer, the cheese grater, okay. So everything was in terms of the apartment use was communal. So I honestly thought they would understand, and I requested the money. And then they said, well, you're probably not going to get it because we don't usually give startups anymore, but you can give it a shot. And I honestly thought, under the guidelines of for special circumstances, I honestly thought they would understand because of the communal part. And I was turned down. And it just says because I didn't meet the requirements. Well, what are the special circumstances? Because I had to, um, scrounge together a pot, a pan, a this, a that for my relatives. And the independent part of me didn't want to really go to my relatives as much, only because for me, there's 2 points to this. One, I'm lucky enough to have a circle and the support system. But what about the people that don't? Okay, well, if I didn't have my mom to help me with the move, a cousin, if I didn't have that, what would I have done? I would have had nothing. Okay, and where I live, the for the Ontario Works people, because that's how it works, I guess, where you write a letter to ODSP, they don't turn it down, but Ontario Works through the city does, because Kathleen Wynne took the community startup aspect of it and basically sent it to be in charge who's in charge of that now is the municipalities, and they call it a discretionary fund now, which means it's up to their discretion if you get the money. Now, the libertarian part of me is wondering, okay, well, look, the government does need to help some people, all right, and I'll get into GoFundMe's and all the problems with those later, like, crowdfunding. That's another video for another day. But why not? Okay, like, why don't they do it this way? Why don't they do it where we'll give you the startup, but we're garnishing, I don't know, $10, $20 off your ODSP check until it's paid back, plus a little bit of interest. Treat it kind of like a credit card system, I guess, or kind of. And look, if they charge the interest on it, then the money that's raised, the that can be used for the stuff the government should be involved in, such as roads, like not those toll roads like in Toronto. That's just a cash grab to me. That's pathetic. Thank God I don't live in Toronto, but the fact of the matter is, why not just use the extra cash there to pay for stuff the government should be involved in, such as policing, such as keeping us policing, keeping us safe, fire departments, different things like that, and use it for like roads, okay? Because I mean, somebody's got to get the roads done. Let's at least give it that much. I just look at it like, either you let us pay it back, or you garnish part of our ODSP, and that can teach us to pay bills, or set up like a government pay system where instead of garnishing my ODSP, I gotta give you $20 or whatever at a certain time in the month. Treat it like a bill, add it to your banking, and then that can teach people on ODSP that have to use the system to develop financial independence a little bit and learn proper billing and proper. Because not enough people on ODSP know enough about budgeting. Like even me, and I'll admit, when the government turned me down, I resorted to anger, and I've been in touch with the different news people and different things like that. And I've been saying I am a growing libertarian, but there is still stuff that, for people like me, that the government does need to help out a little bit, but also teach us a way to pay it back. That's fine with me as an independent person. There's got to be a little bit of a middle here, is all I'm saying. So anyway, just if you have any comments, just don't be an asshole with the comments, and don't be hateful. Even if you disagree with me, that's great. That's freedom of speech. We have it in Canada. We have it in America. Although that's threatened under the orange Hitler. Anyway, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.